The invitation to produce a project for Interieur Biennale this year was an incredibly interesting provocation that was put to me by Louis Vermiche, the president of Interieur Biennale, who asked me to produce some kind of intervention here that would respond to the question of what is going on in the world of design. Is there a crisis unfolding? What is the condition of the interior space of the home today? And so together with my studio, the studio that I founded a year or two ago with Thomas Chaufrier in Geneva, we attempted to unpack some of the fundamental forces, fundamental questions that design is in need of asking itself today. And we really wanted to, the main question that we wanted to ask is, what is the function of the home today? What has become of the ideal, the idea that we inherited of the home? Does the home still exist? And for that reason, we kind of launched a slightly provocative statement that was rather effective, even maybe too effectively amplified by Interieur. The home does not exist, but of course, the home. We know that the home does exist. It's a simple provocation, but our belief is that home is something very different from what it was even just 30 or 40 years ago. 40 years ago, when Interieur Biennale was founded in 1968, it fulfilled a very different function in society. And so the question we're attempting to ask is, what is the role of design? How do we inhabit our homes, and how can design respond to the questions, the necessities of the contemporary inhabitant of domesticity? So in order to ask these questions and to kind of conduct some sort of research, we were invited to make an intervention in the Rambla, the central Rambla of the expo here. And so behind you over here we have the Theatre of Everyday Life, which is a large installation produced in collaboration with the Italian company Grocos Mobirot, who make industrial shelving systems. And what we wanted to do was make a kind of a derive, a route, a three-dimensional kind of path that flies up into the skylights of the Rambla. And as visitors wander through the space, to make some sort of, to collect fragments of daily life today, of the way that we inhabit our homes today, as expressed, as captured by social media. And these are alternating with kind of statistical data that we've collected through a year-long process of research that's captured inside the book, which I don't have with me now, but the book SQM, The Quantified Home. And this is really, we wanted to kind of wipe the minds of visitors clean. The space is, it's intentionally, we designed it to be quite clinical, quite almost sci-fi, almost like a spaceship, a kind of a cold metallic space, precisely because we wanted to take a certain distance from the ideas that we have of the home as a warm, comfortable, receptive space, and to really look at these kind of moments of intimacy as they are today from a very kind of different perspective. And this installation is complemented, this kind of derive, three-dimensional derive, is complemented by a film in 3 parts called Fortress of Solitude, that is also along the Rambla in 3 different locations. And the film is an investigation that's more projected towards the future than the past or the present, and it questions the relationship, the possibility of a military-domestic complex, the possibility of it's looking at how technology, the infiltration of technologies into the home, have fundamentally transformed our relationship between privacy and publicity, the relationship between convenience and safeguarding the spaces of intimacy. It asks the question of, whom is looking at whom? Is the convenience of the home something that is simply at our own service, or is it actually the home that is observing us?